Hello, welcome to episode 3 of YappersF&L. I'm Freya,
I'm Lexi.
and today we are going to be talking about the dreaded public transport. You've all had to do it probably once in your life, and we are, I'd say, experts. I mean, I've said we live like about an hour, like 40 minutes to an hour away from our college, so we spend a lot of our time on buses specifically. And we
Yeah,
have crazy experiences.
definitely. Um, well, I actually experience from today decided the topic for today's podcast because it was just such a weird and random experience. That we just felt like it had to go on a episode. Um, Basically, we were on our way home from college. I think I already mentioned that, but um, and we had to sadly sit at the top part of. There's like a double-decker bus, and we had to sit on the top. Usually, we sit at the bottom. Um, we actually have certain seats that we just love, but we couldn't sit there today. It's really upsetting. And when we got up there was like this group of they were like a family or something. Like at the front of the bus, like at the top front, and they were just already really loud when we got on there. Like we were both just listening to their conversation at first. Very peculiar
Right.
conversations. We were listening to them at first, and then what was it halfway through the journey or something? They just pressed the button to stop the bus, and they kept every stop for 10-15 minutes. We stopped at, but they didn't need to get off at. And they kept shouting down to the bus driver, no, no, the next one, the next one. That was already really annoying. And then me and Freya heard them say, the next one, there's a toilet at, we need to stop. Now that was just upsetting to hear. I hated that. And there is this one stop that's 5-10 minutes away from home for us. For some reason, I don't actually know why, but they do have toilets there, and we stopped at these toilets, and these people, they got down and asked the bus driver to wait for them, to go to the toilet, and we had to sit there. They weren't actually that long, but we had to sit there and wait for them to go to the toilet. The audacity of these people. That was mostly it, to be honest, but it was really, really annoying. And just sometimes the audacity of people is just very annoying, you know?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's the principle that we had to wait for them, and we'd already been my mum literally was like, "Oh, why were you late today?" when I came home, because we'd been delayed that much by them stopping at every stop and then nobody getting off.
Exactly. We would have been home so much sooner if it wasn't for these people that think that the world revolves around them, and they decided to make us all wait for them. It was so upsetting.
I mean, it really was upsetting. And I mean, I feel like I need to just paint even more of a picture on this. These people, they were very I don't know, very stereotypically British. If you think of the rough areas of Britain, these are the people you'll find there.
Very, very chavvy. Like
Yeah.
just a very certain type of people, and they were so loud, so very loud, and it just made the bus driving experience. Me and Fro were just very upset by the whole situation. It just wasn't a very good bus journey home. And if I was the bus driver, I personally would have kicked them out. Even if they can't, I would have kicked them out. So yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like it's just so it's so there was this mother, and I assume it was her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. It's this mother was so stereotypical, the bleach blonde short hair, and then the daughter with the braids and the chavvy outfit. She was getting changed on the bus for some reason, and then her boyfriend looked like he was 12. He had that cap on, hood up, but was covered in tattoos, and he literally looked like he was 12.
Yeah, it was quite upsetting to look at.
I mean, it's just so. Why it's always those type of people, and like, I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't.
No, it was just, the second we got on there, saw those people, we knew what we were in for. You know, it was so sad.
This is why we don't like sitting on the top, because we have our special seats on the bottom. They all just happen to be full today, and it really just like me and Lexi, we're like, I mean, obviously we've made this podcast, but we're expert complainers, like really, really good at it.
Yeah.
And I could see these women next to us. They they were complaining as well, and they were like listening to us. And I made eye contact with the woman, and she was she was just as shocked as we were. It was so funny.
Oh my god, was she? I never saw that.
Yeah, she was. She was just as shocked as we were, and I was like, "Bro, I feel you. I feel you." They honestly, they were just as mad as we were.
I actually just couldn't believe the audacity, bro. Like, to make the whole bus full of people. It wasn't even like it was an empty bus. Like, it wasn't ram packed, but it was like pretty full. And they just made us all wait. After a long day? What the hell?
No, and then she had the audacity to like stand up as she's like getting changed, putting these like white leggings on from short. I
Oh,
don't
those
know
white
what was
leggings.
happening.
No,
Yeah.
those white leggings, I'm sorry, they were not it. They were not it. Not on the bus. Not on the. Could they not do it in the toilet while they spent their lovely time there? Like,
I
very
know, but she
upsetting.
like stood
Very,
up
very
and
upsetting.
she was like, sorry, sorry guys. Oh.
Oh, that really upset me. If you're having to turn around to a whole bus of people and go, sorry guys, don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't. Oh, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now. Just thinking about it. Like, if I ever see that woman again, I'll go into a ball and cry on the bus. You're right there. So this was your fault.
You're real for
Very
that.
upsetting. And then we had to walk past them to walk down the blooming stairs to get off the bus. That was a situation in itself. I don't like being upstairs just because as well, like at the end of the bus journey, you have to walk down those steps and it's like if you decide to stand up before like the bus stops, you have to like just make sure you don't trip because it's like really scary and I don't like it. Because like what if you do trip in front of everybody and fall down the stairs? That would be really embarrassing. But also like if you don't stand up like before the bus finishes, you're gonna have to make like people wait that little extra like 10 seconds that it takes you to get down the stairs to like before you get off the bus. And that's just also really embarrassing. And at the end of the day, I'm an overthinker and I don't enjoy it.
I mean, for people like us who are really good at complaining about people who make us wait that extra 10 seconds, we really don't want to be the people that do it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, people, if they take longer than 10 seconds to walk down those blooming stairs after we have stopped, just, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, we don't have all day, you know? We do, but we don't have all day.
It's like, just at that point, just stay on until the next stop and then walk back. It's not that far.
Exactly. Actually, it might be for them since they're taking so blooming long, but who knows? Can I actually talk about there's this one guy that, like, I keep managing to get on the bus at the same time as, like, at least twice a week. And you might not think it's that many times, but it's more than enough for me. And he keeps on like he always sits at the top and he presses the button and we stop at his stop. And I kid you not, like sometimes you think that there's literally nobody getting off because it takes him so blooming long to walk down those stairs. And I just really don't enjoy it. It makes me really
He's
sad.
he's really just trying to make
But
you specifically wait.
yeah, I feel like he is. I think he knows that I'm very annoyed, and he just takes that extra time to walk down the steps just because I'm on the bus. Um, and it just makes me really angry. And then even just like watching him walk out the doors, just how slowly he sets off. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No. I mean, there's so many I feel like I've had so many experiences with buses just because obviously, I mean, I go like Lexi, she kind of tends to only do it to go to college and back. I go to see my boyfriend, and that means I'm on buses like all the time. And I feel like so many things happen. I mean, there's like, okay, it's not all bad. There's like this one bus driver on the college bus that, well, the like bus I get if I go home early from college. And he is so happy. He's actually so sweet. Have you ever had him?
Oh, I might have. There is a bus driver I know of that is very happy and nice, and I do like him. But
He's
probably is the
he's
same one.
always yeah, he's always so enthusiastic to be there, and I'm like, bro, slay, keep slaying. Honestly.
Good for you, bro. Good for you. You know?
I mean, I was a bit distrustful of him at first because I feel like nobody as a British bus driver should be that happy. But do you know what? I'm grateful for it.
Yeah. The British Arriva bus driver should be that joyful to live, but he is, and good for him.
Yeah, they usually look like they want to kill themselves, and honestly, with some of those people that get on that bus, I do not blame them.
Yeah. I think that if that happy bus driver had those people today, then it might have dampened his spirits and we would have never seen him as happy again. So thankfully he didn't, you know.
Yeah. We need to save his purity and innocence.
Exactly. Why don't you tell us
Okay.
some of your experiences?
Yes, I am gonna tell you. This happened like a couple months ago, I think. And it has become a running joke. I don't know if it's possible for Lexi to put like a picture of a thing on screen, but we've played that game, you know, obviously the meme one, and we made that meme of it.
Which game?
You know the one that we played at the sleepover with the
Oh
memes?
yeah, and you
I'm
can make like
alone.
memes out of things.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I made that one. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you
Okay.
with the sad cat. if it if you can put it on screen, can you put it on screen?
I will, don't worry.
Okay, right. So, context for this lovely meme. Anyway, it's become kind of like a running joke. We bring it up every now and again. So, obviously, I get the bus on Tuesdays alone because I leave it early because I finish at 11. But I sit and wait with my boyfriend, and we were sat there minding our own business, and there's this guy who who is sat. So obviously there's a bench in the bus stop. He's sat at the far end of the bench of the bus stop, and we're sat at the other end. He's there. He's sat there. He's a pretty old guy, and he's got like a gin bottle. He's clearly drunk, like. So anyway, he comes up to me and my boyfriend Sebastian, and he goes, and he's just like talking nonsense to us basically. Well, he was talking nonsense to us for about like 10 minutes. He was asking like when the bus was, and then he was like saying, "Oh yeah, thanks. I'll leave you alone now. I'll leave you alone now." He was not leaving us alone, so I don't really know why he was saying that. But he like got up and he was like, "Oh, what's your name, son? What's your name, son?" to my boyfriend. And he's like, "My name's Sebastian." He's like, "I'm George. I'm George. I used to be like you, a young lad. I had a friend called Sebastian. He was gay. You're not gay, are you?" That was the craziest thing that he said. He was like, "You're not gay, are you?" His Sebastian's like, "No, no. Oh, is this your girlfriend? Like, oh, in 55 years, you'll remember me. In 55 years, you'll remember me when you're all old and wrinkly. You'll think, oh, I turned out just like him." I'm like, I'm looking at Sebastian. Sebastian's looking at me. He's like holding my hand. He's scared.
What
And
the
I'm just
hell?
looking at this man like, I'm just looking at this man like, what the hell am I meant to do? Because you can't get away in that situation. Because we go to college in this town, right? There's quite a large amount of old people that kind of are around this town. You've had loads of experiences with them as well,
Oh
haven't
yeah,
you?
yeah. They're something else.
Yeah, so obviously she can vouch for me that some of the old people that come to this town, they really are something else. So anyway, George, he goes and sits back down, tells us that he'll leave us alone again. Which is great, we think. Anyway, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna be getting on my bus, isn't he? Sure enough, the bus pulls up. He goes to get on it. So I pay, I sit down in my good seat where me and Lexi would usually sit.
Mhm.
Um, and he keeps like obviously this guy, he's like drunk, he's old. He keeps talking to the other people on the bus. I'm like, oh thank God, because obviously I came onto the bus with him and he was like talking to me, and I went and sat down behind him so he couldn't see me, and I saw like this woman, this woman who he was talking to with a baby, like was looking at me like I could help her, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
Nah, he's your problem now.
Yeah. No, but in the middle of the bus journey, he got up while the bus is moving, mind. He gets up and he's like, "Where's your boyfriend?" And I'm like, "Oh well, he doesn't get on the bus with me. He's still got college." And he's like, "Oh, I can't believe you've got to pay for the bus. Here, take this." And he gives me £3. Bearing in mind, I'm a student, so I only pay £1 for the bus.
Yeah.
So he gives me these £3. Like he like opens my hand specifically, places them in, and then shuts my hand for me. And I'm like, no, no, please take it back, please take it back, take it back. I'm trying furiously to give this guy his money back, and he just will not. He's like, no, no, love, you keep it, you keep it. He goes and sits back down. I was like, like I was looking at this woman with the baby, going like, what the hell am I even meant to do with this? I put it in my pocket. I was like, okay, I'm sure it's over. And he didn't talk to me again. Thank God. But when I left the bus to get off at my stop, I like walk back past the bus because I need to get to like the crossing. So I go past the windows before they set off, and I see him there waving at me furiously. I'm like, oh my god, it was so. It was, like when you like think you're dreaming.
Yeah.
It was,
Like
yeah.
like fever dream esque.
Oh, it was definitely fever dream F. Well, if somebody called George comes up to you and goes, "In 55 years, you'll remember me. You'll be just like me in 55 years." I mean, I felt like it was like a prophecy. I feel like he was prophesizing my death or something.
I wonder what's going to happen in 55 years where you'll just remember him again. In 55 years. What's happening in 55 years?
It was so weird. I genuinely, I think about it all the time. I'm just like, I wonder what that George is up to now. We've never seen him since. We've never seen him since.
Thank God.
Oh,
I guess
that's
in
crazy.
55 years you'll still remember, you know? You got a long time to go.
He's prophesizing that we'll morph into him. I'll like spontaneously like turn into a man with like with gin bottles on a bus, giving random girls £3 for the bus fare.
That will be you. And you'll have to pass on the prophecy, you know?
Yeah. I
In
just can't believe you
55
came up
years.
to Sebastian and went, I had a friend who was called Sebastian. He was gay. You're not gay, are you?
He
He
had
was
to
like,
make
no, because
sure.
he said as well, not that I've got a problem with it or anything, but you're not though.
Just as long as you're not, I don't have a problem with it.
God.
Oh my God. Confidence of that man. Once again, the audacity, bro. Like, what the heck? Old people just are a bit of a different breed, to be honest.
Do you want to tell a story about anything you've had with an old person?
I can definitely tell a funny story about a story with an old person. There's actually nearly a year ago. Still traumatizes me. So
Oh my god, I know which one you're gonna tell.
you know, it's literally it's still so upsetting. I had I go to Costa. Well, I used to go to Costa with like a group of friends. On this specific day, I was in Costa with two friends. We were just sat enjoying our coffee, doing our homework, just having a nice little chat on a Monday morning. And then these two like old women come up to us, and one of them, she just starts talking to my two friends, saying, "I love like both of your like hair. You're both so pretty. You're, like, yeah, I love your style." Like just complimenting them. And then she looks up at me, and then she goes, "Oh yeah, you too. Yeah, you're all right, I guess. You're all right, I guess." And then she just leaves, and then her friend goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. And by the way, here's me thinking she's gonna apologize for just saying I'm all right, I guess." Her friend just goes, "Yeah, sorry, she's got dementia," and then leaves. I was like, "What? What? What just happened?" Like, she didn't have to drag me down like that. But no, I'm all right, I guess. And it still traumatizes me to this day. Um, if anybody says that I'm all right, I just don't want to cry. Quite frankly,
She gets flashbacks.
I do. I do in fact get flashbacks. I think I have PTSD with the words "you're all right." I guess. It was very scary. I actually had like that whole week of college. I don't know what was happening, but I had like multiple old people like try and talk to me. But like because the "you're all right," I guess like situation was the first thing that happened. I actually had like trauma. Like I'm pretty sure there was one like old person that said something to me. Like I do remember actually because I was so scared. It was like I was walking down the high street. Who was that with? I feel like you were there,
I think
and
it was with me.
you and Natalie, I
It
think.
was it the one that said like stop smiling?
Yeah, well, I think I was laughing, and they said like stop laughing or something. And obviously it was a joke. My brain just didn't register it as a joke, and I just like I felt fear.
Yeah, I had to like I remember because I had to like explain to you like, oh, he's just joking. He was like, you're not allowed to be having that much fun. You're meant to be in college.
Yeah. But listen, usually I'm not that bad for not being able to, register jokes. I think I was just traumatized, and I was so scared. I was like, what's going on? That was very scary. That was just a scary week of old people for me. So far this year, I haven't had any old people experiences, and I'm very happy so far. But
I remember you had like such a bad week that week as well.
yeah, things just kept happening to me that week. I don't remember what else happened, but like, I remember more things happened to me that were like, they weren't like anything that was like life altering, but it was just things like that that just kept happening to me that week. It
Yeah.
just was such a weird week. I'm glad that week's
It
over.
went downhill from I'm alright, I guess.
Yeah, I heard you're alright, I guess, and I accepted my fate as an alright person. So she didn't have to even say that to me. She could have just left it out. That's okay, bro. You didn't have to say that, but to just turn around and say you're alright, I guess. What the heck? What the heck? It's just very upsetting.
I mean, I think it's more insult like it's okay, like she had dementia. I get that, but it's more insulting that the woman didn't she say as well she just likes to point out pretty people.
Oh my god, yes, that's what the woman with her said. Like, oh, she just loves to like point out pretty people. Thanks, just rubbing salt into my wound. Thank you. Thanks for that.
Like it's okay, like the woman had dementia, okay. But the other, like the friend of the woman could have gone, oh, she doesn't really mean it. She'd like, like she could have like tried to like help you feel better rather than just being like, too
They are very lucky I'm in an okay place with myself. Because,
bad.
jeez, if that was even said like a year before it was, or two especially, jeez, the spiral that would have had me in would not have been very good.
I remember I was so like angry for you, and then like so we're kind of like a group of four, like my boyfriend Lexi, and then this other lad called Aaron, and it's like Aaron and Sebastian didn't really get it. They didn't really care that much. I was livid for it.
Yeah, it made me so happy because I was like, I was just shook, and then I told the story to you, and you were angry, and I was like, yes, yes, thank you. It was bad. It was
Mm.
so, it's just traumatic. I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, I mean, old people really are just a different breed. I've always kind of said that for old people, there's kind of like two categories. They're either like the sweetest people you'll ever like meet in your entire life, or they're really bitter and they just kind of like hate the world.
Yeah, yeah, you're not
And I
wrong.
feel like I feel like you get to 60 and like those two options pop up and you have to click one.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, yeah. It's just so
Oh, no,
upsetting. Like you never know what they're gonna be like. It's so scary.
yeah, you can never tell, like, when an old person comes up to you, you're like, oh my God, are they gonna say something really out of pocket here?
I know I hate it. The thing is that town for some reason that we like go to college in, it's so like they're so okay with just talking to you. Like they
I
just
really,
say stuff to you randomly in the streets, and you're just like, please leave me alone. You
I
know?
really don't understand, like, what gets into them, to be honest.
Yeah. It's a little bit spooky. Just don't enjoy it.
Oh my God. No, obviously, we live in a town that does have a lot of old people as well, but I just remembered about this one guy. So obviously, quite a few older people, they can't move around as well, so they're on like mobility scooters. Um,
Yeah.
and me, my mum, and my dad, we were going out into town for like some food. It's not that important, and we live on like a hill, and we have to go down this hill that has a road to get into town. And anyway, we see this old guy on a mobility scooter going up the hill on the road. There's three cars behind him, and he's going like 5 miles an hour. um,
What the hell?
no, yeah, no, and we can see like obviously we can see the car behind him, and we can see the woman just like she's like gesturing like confused. She's like, what the hell is he doing?" And no, like it makes me laugh so much because you should have seen the smile on this old guy's face. Like, I've never seen an old person so happy about inconveniencing people.
The guy
Because
just lives to ruin people's days.
I think he does. Because my mum literally said, "Oh, you're in people's way there, mate," and he just like smiled and nodded at her. I've never seen anybody so happy in my life. It was honestly, I laughed about that. I'm still laughing about it. It's just the most hilarious thing.
That's just his retirement. That's just what he spent his retirement doing. Just inconveniencing people's days.
I mean, it, it it was really something, and I feel like I want to aim for that much joy in my elderly years.
That does sound amazing. I'd rather inconvenience people's days that way. It just seems so fun. And also, can I just say, side note, I love how like in cars because people can't like talk through cars and stuff, but you can see each other. People just like emote, like 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 the woman like angrily gesturing and that.
Yeah.
She's just emoting at the guy. Like it's lucky so funny. Like that's how like imagine because I saw like a video about this the other day. Like if like people were to make the gestures and stuff that they do in cars in like real life, like at any inconvenience, like say for instance, there's like a slow walker in front of you or something, and you just started like putting up your hands like in the dramatic like gesture and stuff. Like how funny would that be?
I mean, low key, if I'm behind a slow walker, I roll my eyes so like so much.
That's fair enough.
I feel like it's not as bad if it's like one slow person in front of you. It's when it's like a group of like five and there's like two couples holding hands, there's someone at the front and you can't get past them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that is horrible. Oh, the other day
Oh,
actually, I had to walk by like on a path. Bear in mind, this wasn't like a small path. There was a group of like lads that had managed to surround the whole path. And this was like
Oh,
2 meters wide or something. And I was walking up to it like, no way are these guys gonna make me walk on the road because they'd seen me. So I was like, no way they're actually gonna make me walk on the road to get around them. I had to walk on the road to get around them. How great is that? Like, what the
I don't,
hell?
I really just don't understand. Like, I mean, I feel like because we're like from a tourist town as well, it's like we just like again the audacity of people because it's like especially when they just like stop suddenly in their tracks and you're literally about to run into them because they wanted to take a picture of something.
Literally, like they just have no like view of other people. It's so upsetting and it annoys me.
No social awareness at all, and I really like. I just it I'm really passionate about being upset about this.
That's bad, yeah. It's so annoying. Like you'll be, especially because I feel like because we live in the tourist town. Whenever we're going into town or going somewhere through town, we're like trying to get somewhere. So we'll be like speed walking or just walking quicker than normal, and then they'll just like you'll just keep like turning the corner and like catching yourself walking behind these like incredibly slow walkers, or someone will just stop and you just there like I actually don't know how to get to my place. Like what the hell?
No, because I'm actually so good at like dodging and weaving people from years in the tourist town. Like,
To be fair, it does help when you get to when like you go to like a really busy place. Like I feel like we're like prime weavers now.
mm, mm. I mean, like my dodgeball game was so high.
That's so funny.
Like the only problem was I'd get to the end and then I wouldn't be able to throw the ball at the people who were still left on the other team
Yeah.
because
To be fair,
I'm
I
good
was
at
actually
dodging. I'm a terrible aim.
yeah, I was also fairly good at dodging. There was like it depended who I was up against. There was some people that were like, bro, they could throw it. It was like they had aimbot on, but like most people, I was pretty good at dodging. And then the throwing, just it was just upsetting.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Back on public transport, right? Do you know how we were talking about like gestures that like people make?
Yeah.
I find it so cute that bus drivers wave at each other. Like it doesn't matter what bus they're like on. It could be like a coach on a bus and they always wave at each other.
That is really cute, actually. I haven't thought about that till now.
It's
That's
like
very cute.
it's like they're all just connected because they drive the same vehicle. Like car drivers don't wave at
Oh
each other.
no, definitely not. Do you reckon they all know each other, or do they think they just wave at each other just because they're in a bus?
Well, I imagine that like all the like Arriva people will like I guess kind of know each other, but then I imagine that like the coach companies individually will know each other, but they won't know like everyone. I guess
Yeah. Wonder how many bus drivers there is in Aruba.
probably
I feel
quite a
like
lot.
I don't know because I feel like I always see like the same ones. There's this one that
Well,
I'm really scared of because he always gets really annoyed at me whenever I mess up slightly, and I mess up a lot, and he makes me really scared.
what do you mean mess up?
So I got like one. Okay, this is a really embarrassing story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. It wasn't actually. It couldn't have been a. I made it really embarrassing. I was getting on the bus from my stop on a Thursday, and
Mm.
as I got on, I thought for some reason. So for the Arriva, it's £1. For our coach, it's 50p. So I keep £1 and 50p's on me. I didn't realise that I had a 50p in my hand, and like
No.
I went to go put it in its like in the thing, and it was like, no, it's £1, and I was like, okay, sorry. I took away my 50p, but then I dropped it on the floor, and then I couldn't find where my 50p was, and the person behind me, like I knew who she was, and like she was just watching me as I like couldn't find this 50p, and then it turns out it was actually on my shoe. So then I had to grab that, and then I was like fully ready to just get rid of that 50p because like it was so scary. And then I found a £1, and then I paid. It actually doesn't sound as embarrassing when I say it back, but let me tell you, when I sat down, I felt like crying. It was horrible.
Yeah, I mean that does not sound great.
No, no, and he was just so annoyed with me. Like it would have helped if I looked up and saw a smile on his face. But no, he just looked so fed up with the day, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I have inconvenienced you so much. This is horrible. Yeah, that was really upsetting.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it. I mean, it's like I feel it's like when you like I go to put my card on and they're like, no, don't put your card there yet, and I'm like, well, I wasn't, but I know when to put my card on. Like I promise, I've been on buses.
Looking as well, what happens if you put the card on too early? Like, because surely it's not like ready to read it yet anyway. So like, what's actually wrong with putting it on 2 seconds too early?
I don't know. I think it's in case they accidentally like press the wrong thing and then you accidentally pay more than what you needed to.
Oh, okay. How often does that happen?
I don't know because I've had my card being read before and it said like approved and no money was taken out because they hadn't clicked anything yet. So I don't think it's really that serious, but I mean, I feel like it's probably like to protect them from being like, I guess, like sued because they're like, oh, you've taken my money, you've taken my money. Because I know there's definitely people who get on that bus who definitely would do that, like the people who were making us wait. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, no, because there are so many like scary people who get on these buses. We can't say the name of it, or else the people might come for us. But they are literally like really, really scary. But like you say the name of this place, and like people like us, we quake. Like everyone's, "Don't go there alone. You might get shanked." No, I mean, I was scared even when I was with my boyfriend because, I mean, I feel like I'd have to be the one protecting him. Well, I feel like he'd maybe he'd try, but in the end, it would have to be me. He will do. It's okay. Yeah. Well, we kind of need that chance for when we go into railing, which will be a different topic on another episode, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. Let's hope so. We could like tag team it like wrestling. Honestly, I feel like that sort of delusional confidence like really helps you get to places that you want to be. I can't lie. Like I feel like if we didn't go into planning interrailing with such confidence that we were gonna do it, we might not actually do it. We might not have actually like gone this far into doing it. Yeah. Yeah. No, for real. We'll no, we'll definitely be famous. I mean, we won't be so famous and rich that like the podcast will become not down to earth, but like yeah, like 1000%. Um, I don't know. Okay, sure, sure. Okay, okay. Well, we don't want it to get too political. Okay, okay, go on then. No, what did they do? Ain't no way. What? Oh, that's so sad, especially because of like what it's for and stuff. Like I'm sure pretty much everybody in that room would know somebody who'd had breast cancer. Bro, if I mm, no way. I mean, I feel like if I was a millionaire, I'd definitely be donating like more to charity. Yeah, that's crazy. It is. I could not tell you, to be honest. Life is crazy, and I feel like on that interesting note, we should sign off. Yeah, well, public transport, public places, and the general public. That's right. Okay. Well, we shall see you next time on episode 4. It'll be on Friday, as per I say, having only done 1 week of this, but still. Yeah. Yeah. Bye.